Hey, good morning. This is Chris with Science Fiction Is Now Games, and I've been working on an action figure. I figured some things out. I started taking a video and realized, there were still some things I want to play with, and now I'm at a place where I'd like to kind of show you what I've done, talk through my planning, and then we're gonna look at the real goal for this video is how to split these. I've been thinking about it an awful lot, and I think I finally come up with a good way. But let's take a quick overview. Let's look at this guy, just initially. So this is Booleans. This is where you subtract a shape from another shape, and then, Maya just goes ahead and makes that geometry in there. You're going to end up with all kinds of stuff like this, but in the end, we're going to hit triangulate. It's going to make all that make sense. ZBrush can also help us a lot to clean up a lot of this stuff. Anyway, so yeah, subtracting a shape from another shape, that's how you're going to get joints. That's how we're going to make our joints. Like we got these. Now I already did that one, but I'm going to have to make some changes because that was really chunky. You could see like this object is very chunky, so I'm going to have to make some changes real quick to make that better. So those are our two key types of joints. We have the swivels, which are happening here, 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 and here. And then we have pinions, which are happening here and here. Let's go back here. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this. So this one will be a good one to start with. We're gonna grab this guy. Let's create a polygon, and I'm gonna do another cylinder. Make sure it's set to 50. Yep, create. W, move it up here. So this is just to make sure that we have a nice, good, clean, circular shape on there. I made a shape. Oops, nope. I wanted to do that and rotate. I just wanted to. So I made a shape, as you can see, but unless that's like a perfect circle, it's gonna wobble and stuff and there has been some changes to it. So I want to bring this real cylinder right over the top of it. And I don't even care if it looks bad. The other one didn't look great, particularly. Okay, cool. And as an added measure, we're going to make sure that this is as soft as can be. Let's bevel this, bring the fraction way down. Segments up to... There we go. And when we hit 2, that object will be really nice and crispy. Okay, and then we're going to come up to, let's grab the object. Cool. Modify. Convert. Smooth mesh preview to polygons. Cool. Now that object is going to be really nice and crispy smooth. So let's go ahead and we want these to be together, so we're gonna go Boolean union. That didn't really work out great, so I'm gonna delete the history, freeze on those, and then let's try that again. It might do the same thing and I just have to change some things, but sometimes it works out perfectly and sometimes it does not. Okay, cool. It was just that we had to change it to normal. I don't really understand what that is. Oh, silly me. I want this object again because we're going to create that pinion. Okay, so Command D, R. Let's make it a little different. Let's make it the way I want it to be. Something like that. Big old chunky pinion. We're going to have a lot propped up on that. We might have to change that. Now we can grab this and this, and we'll do our union. Bring that over to normal. We'll be good. Cool. Let's exit this view. Now let's grab this guy and that last cylinder that we made. No. There she is. They are. Whatever. Now let's check these out. That ain't gonna work. Too big. No. Just this one. Let's bring it down. And then widen it. That's still a real big chunk, boy. Let's I think it works though. I think that will be fine. Actually, we can bring it out more so it really sits in that geometry. It will matter because this one, on one side of this, it's going to be, we're going to have to do the splits pretty much right now. See, there's a lot of planning and timing that goes into this, and that's the part that's really tricky. So, we've got that pinion in there. Now, we want to split this in half. Let's just look at this specific, or exclusively. Okay, so we want to cut this in half, right? Here's how I've decided I want to do this. First off, let's duplicate this. Okay, and then actually I'm gonna, now that we have that duplicated one, now so we have another one of these objects back there, and this is what's really, really important with this. So I'm gonna create this cube, and I'm gonna put it, we'll call it like that. I'm gonna make it a little bigger just for safety's sake, even though I can clearly see that it is. So I'm gonna take this face. Oh, no, I didn't want that. I want W. I want to be on movement. And then I want to move it to the 0 on the X. Okay? Cool. Now, I'm going to take this, and then we're going to take this, and we're going to go Booleans, difference. Check that out. Isn't that neat? Let's take a step back because I actually want to keep this box. And just select one of those boxes. And then we'll do the same thing. Booleans, difference. Cool. Now, let's, how do I want to do this? Let's grab this box. Let's do this part right now. Now we can grab this face and just come over here. Let's grab all these and flip the normals. I'm not sure if this works, but as you saw with the other one, or I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but as you saw with the other one, normals is an option on there, so I would rather not. Object mode. Okay, now let's grab this guy. And is that that's still our whole guy? I'm gonna duplicate that one more time, just so that we have that original back there. And I know my outliner is a complete mess, and I'm sorry about that. But so we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We're gonna grab this, make sure that it's that guy. Yep, and then we'll grab this object. And we're going to go Booleans, difference. Now we have our other half. Neat, huh? Isn't that super cool? Okay, so now that we've done that, we can get into which one was that cylinder? Now it's a real mess, huh? I think it was this guy. Pretty sure it was this guy. It was this guy. Okay, so let's grab that and this and go back into our isolated view. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna hide this guy. That's that duplicate that I made. And now we'll go into here. Cool. And over here, what we want to do is grab this object and this object, and we're going to create a Booleans union. Dope. Object mode. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I like what we've done. And now I want to grab this object and this object. Okay, let's grab this. We're going to Command D. I'm going to hide that again, just so that we have that guy back there. Actually, this is the one I want the duplicate of. I'm just going to have a ton of these, and that's fine. Whatever, you've got extras laying around. No big deal. Okay, so this is going to be my original, and this is, and then I'm going to Booleans difference. Okay, so we've got this guy. What is this? Did I make another cylinder? Guess I did. I bet you I turn the transforms down on something. No. Now we in a mess. Okay, so there's that piece. We definitely want that. Do you have... Okay, let's make that duplicate. And it's this guy? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna do grab you and you. And then come here, and then you, and then you, and we'll do difference. Okay, let's delete history, previous transformations, try this again, you and you, Booleans. What is going on? I'm a little embarrassed, but I mean, this should be working. I've deleted the history on these. Select that one, select that one. Booleans, difference. Cannot perform Boolean operation, it says. I wonder why. these are just two. I'm wondering if these are two too close. Could that be it? I can move them back later after I do this, if that's the case. Let's try that. Let's go back in here. I think that was the case. And we'll just grab this W and we'll move it back to 0. Yeah, I think it was trying to Boolean that face out and it wasn't making no sense to it. That's fine. Cool, so now we have two different halves of this. See, and this half will, let's take these both back into here. This half will slot into that. Boop, boop, boop. Isn't that dope? I really love it. You know, not necessarily the design. I'm not bragging. That, like, actually, about the design, there's a lot about this I'm not thrilled about. We're gonna go with a simple claw hand. I want to change the angle on this. You know, we got a lot of design things to do. I just kind of wanted to pull you in and show you that specific operation is something I was thinking about all night long, and I've really been worried about this. And now I have to split these again because we have the same pivot joint, so I'm going to have to, this time's going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to have to come through here, and then another thing that makes it more complicated is these we can guarantee, these are centralized on 0. Yes? Every pivot that is in the center is on 0, so I can just move everything to 0. Easy peasy. I'm a little more concerned about things like this, how I get this, because if there's any offset whatsoever, then it's not gonna go into the socket on one side. It'll be uneven, so you have to keep that socket clean across there. That might be an experimentation thing. I think, you know, I'm confident in it. I know other action figure companies, I don't know how they work, but I feel like it's something like this, probably just cleaner, but I'm developing my own style. So yeah, so let's look at this a little bit more. We've got this piece. Now we can grab this. Let's Command D, and yeah, then we can grab this. Actually, let's Command D, isolate these, and can we just go ahead and try it? Oh, no, I'm gonna have to carve that circle out of that. Yep. So actually, we're gonna have to take this and do a difference. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna wipe that tube out when I do the pinion joint. Okay, you know, I've made some errors, and I'm gonna have to go through, but you can see the yes, you see it. you see what's going on here. Good stuff. Yep. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna pause the video, stop the video, and upload this, and we'll just come back at a later stage in the design. I think when I'm doing some detailing with like tinier, I'm gonna make some tiny shapes and then Boolean in a lot of details on this. You know, we're doing this all here in Maya. You know, I think I would be a lot of times compelled to go to ZBrush for this kind of stuff, but I'm really enjoying just pushing Maya to my max, to going harder in this program, staying with this kind of real stiff design. It just feels right for me right now. So yeah, I'm gonna log off now. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking this out. I hope that if you're into action figure design, that this gets you, you know, thinking, you know, this is yet another thing that you can do. This is, it's not that complicated, because let's say some of these joints don't work, right? They'll probably be too tight, because this is a completely like mechanical environment, not mechanical, but theoretical environment, in which case these faces are basically right up on one another. So yeah, when in reality there's going to be some issues with putting it together. Some of the stuff will be too tight. We might have to. This is where I think ZBrush will be really important. Is grab specific parts and then just bring them in just a scotch. And ZBrush is really good about having the tools and defining the scotch. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. I just kind of wanted to get this part down while I was doing this, because this is a really important part of it, and it's really been hard on my head. You know, so all my articulation is open source. Anything you've seen here, feel free to take and work on. You know, I'm never gonna come at you. I would be more happy with just more people designing articulated figures. I think printing is finally there, with some constraints. You're going to have to kind of redevelop joints that work. But, okay, yeah, that's it. I am going to log off now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.